Hello guys, my name is Junior, and I'll be talking about the importance of insects. A bee! See, many people hate bees and insects. They have good reason to. They're small, tiny, they're scary looking. See, when I was a kid, I hated bees. They would sting and they would be there for like 2 weeks. And when I would run away from them, they would keep following me. But many people don't know that they're actually very important to planet Earth. Insects are important to planet Earth. We should increase the dying populations of insects because they control the health of other animals and they help humans. But there's a problem. They're dying fast. According to Smithsonian, many studies have shown that insects are dying at an alarming rate. That is starting to get scary. Insects are so small it's hard to see if they have really decreased. Many people think that there are billions of these little things and it's impossible for all of them to go extinct. But this is not the case. So what's causing this? The major reason is climate change. According to Professor Brad Lister, who talked in a podcast, insects are very sensitive to small changes in temperature because they evolved in a stable environment. Since they are so small, they can't handle the heat. They are not used to being in these environments with such high heat. An article by National Geographic, other factors are human involvement, like deforestation and the use of pesticides. Deforestation is destroying insect homes. Insects rely on trees to reproduce. They provide shelter. And farmers think that all of insects are bad. But this is not the case. There are actually some good insects that we'll talk about later. Next, we have to talk about their effects on other animal populations. According to Professor Brad Lister, he believes in a world without insects will be degraded. This is because insects are food to other insects, and because they will die too, other animals that eat those insects will die. This will create a chain effect. This will really degrade the food chain. Many animals rely on insects to eat. We will see a decrease in many animal populations because they will starve. Species like bird, foxes, bears, they will all decrease, and a lot of these animals are already in danger of extinction. Let's talk about how they help us. They have many benefits. In the article by Purdue University, it is stated that insects are solely eaten in many cultures because they have protein, vitamins, and minerals. Countries such as Congo, South Africa, Uganda, and Zimbabwe eat caterpillars, termites, and crickets. They also protect our gardens by fertilizing soil, killing bad insects, and pollinate plants. According to Big Green K article, keeping beneficial insects alive is a great way to improve your gardens and the environment. Assassin bugs kill flies, harmful beetles, and mosquitoes. Other examples of good bugs are the praying mantis and ladybugs. And according to SaveNature.org, about 80% of flowering plants on Earth are pollinated by insects, and 1/3 of the crops are pollinated by them. This is important because without them, crops won't be produced as much, and beautiful flowers won't be seen in these great valleys. Species of flowers will decrease. They help with the quality of water also. Insects don't just live on land. There are also some that live on water or near water. They actually fertilize the water by eating these disgusting little pesticides that are bad for the water quality. So basically, they filter water, which is really good. But what's the solution? we have to let plants grow instead of mowing them. See, if we mow all these plants, there will be no home for these insects or even like food for these insects. For example, bees. They pollinate them, and in return, they give us honey. We have to reduce the use of pesticides. Like I said before, there are really good bugs that eat the bad bugs. The reason why they use pesticides are to kill the bad bugs. But there are good bugs that kill bad bugs. But if they use pesticides and chemicals, they will kill the good bugs that eat the bad bugs. And actually, there will be an increase of bad bugs because of this. Even though they think that pesticides will kill anything, there's a reason why they gotta keep using pesticides. We also have to preserve land. Deforestation is really bad for all living animals, not just insects. And building rooftop gardens are actually very important. As you see in these pictures, there's a lot of like plants, and people have seen a lot of bees and insects coming in there and living there, which is really good because deforestations are cutting other insects homes. So are these enemies or frenemies? Will you guys stop seeing these creatures as enemies and instead helpers? Although they are tiny and sometimes scary, they are the backbone of the health on this planet. They help other animals populations stay alive, and they have many benefits for us humans, so we can thrive as well. Insects are vital to the health of the environment and humans. We should increase the dying populations of insects. The population of insects is dying at an alarming rate. People smile at this until they know that they are extremely vital to the health of planet Earth. Thank you guys for listening.